ready, break. First ready, break. Not ready, break.
Well, did you ever start for something like that? You never stop it?
No, I don't think so. I'm still having struggles with muscle memory.
Okay. We made it to about half with empty, right?
I believe so, sir.
Alright, let's do this. You keep back and spread out, just a little bit of yourself. You stay break slide. Fjord, empty.
Empty.
One count, one move. Hey. Hey. Up. Hey. Stop. Okay. For our purposes, down block, high punch, open, drive, block is one count.
Right.
Hey. Down block, high punch, open, knee, in, down. Any other down block? Hey. Hey. Other hand, Mr. Brandon. Put your mask on me too while you're up there. Alright, eyes should be over here, but body should be that way. Hey. Now everything towards me. Hey.
The punch as well, or?
No, this is
Other hand.
right. Left hand parry.
Is this hand here or here? I was doing here.
It should be out here.
What's
Well, that hand should be out there. There we go. Alright, that's about where we made it to, isn't it? Then we do some punch punch. Alright, everybody, punch punch. Right, left. Punch punch. Alright, that's all good for there. Alright, come on.
move it slower.
Okay, I think we covered this before, but because I saw three different things, and then y'all fried my brain with the rest of that. Coming off of here, into here. I do back fist, Sean James likes to do hammer fist. So for purposes of dojo and teaching, we're going to show hammer fist. Although you'll see me do back fist before I like the back.
Are you saying we should or do whichever one we're comfortable with? Because I do the back, I think, too.
You're here, and then in front of him, or we're teaching
Yes.
hammer fist just for consistency.
Yes.
On your own, whichever one floats your boat.
Yes.
It's like that. I'm not going to change this personally because I like that back fist there, just because I like that back fist there. For my own personal reasons.
Yes.
Then, oh man, you got to fry my brain on that next move. Not only did you do three different things, you did three different things at three different timing, and my brain went that way. So, you get, you step out into our Shiko. This hand is already open. There. One point. It's already open. So the open hand, regardless of which one you're going to do, is the one to pair. Oh. Let's try that much one more time.
One move or just do the whole thing?
We're going to do one count, one move. Count through the line, and then much better on the foot. Basically, it's going to be the same count. So what you guys did last time is a good count. Hey! Hey! Up! Eat! Whoa! Now, you have to just track right. Down block, high punch, open, in, out, down block. Hey! Hey! Open foot. Just want to keep it that. There you go. Hey! Slide in. Air fist. Slide back to my original plan.
So, can I answer a question? So this part, when you're pulling in, it's, your leg is coming to the
Yeah.
side that it's.
Yeah. All right, Greg, slide over. You slide over just a little bit. Come on. If you want to get in one line with Greg, that's fine with me. All right, you two are fine. Back. There we go. All right, front roll. Back up a little bit. There we go. Good. All right. You can kind of shift it a little bit, get into the right here. There you go. Good. All right, step out, left forward stance, left middle guard. Hey. Middle guard. There we go. First basic combination. In place. Rising block. Vertical fist. Step forward. Knee lift. Hey. Rising block. Vertical. Knee. Good. Hey. Up. Like there. Hey. Hey. Up. Like that.
Hey.
Oh, same rule. Yeah. There you go. Same rules as last time. We're gonna keep this informal. If you need a break, take a break. I'm not sure why you're dancing back there, but pick one. There you go. Okay. I thought it was a glitch in the matrix. I just don't count. Same rules apply. You need a break. If I don't call one, get off the floor, mask water as you see fit, because it's now official summertime.
This was.
And we can either hear or not hear, in my opinion, right at the moment.
Are we gonna take the fans off or we want them on, sir?
Everybody good right at the moment, temperature-wise?
No.
Because I can't hear you guys driving me insane between the traffic and the fans. It's been driving me insane the past couple of weeks.
Sorry, Greg. Thanks.
You're all right, Greg.
Thanks, sir. I know I'm
The way you act, you would think you grew up in the Antarctic.
Tank won't help, sir. I'm good.
You're like southern Antarctic Jamaica? Is that where you came from? It is so hot. Yeah. All right, again. Hey. Rising block, vertical fist, knee lift. Hey. Up. Like that.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Up. Like that.
Hey.
Good. Number 2, middle outside block.
Hey.
Reverse turnover. Instep kick. Hey. Middle outside block. Reverse punch. Reverse punch. There you go. Instep kick. Top of the foot. Good. Hey. Slide. Punch. Kick. Good. There we go. Up. Block. Middle outside block. Punch. Kick. Don't worry about it. Everybody on this floor has been there,
Yes.
done that. Some of us more spectacularly than others.
Yes.
Not that I'm pointing any fingers or anything.
Oxygen.
Yeah. What there?
Hey.
Hey. Middle outside block. First punch. Instep. Good. Hey. Up. What there?
Hey.
Hey. You're overthinking it. You're way overthinking it. I always like the way Hanshi always put it to us. There is no money on the floor. So when you're staring down at the floor looking at your belly button, it's just your brain is collapsing in. Regardless of what it is. If you're gonna fail, fail spectacularly. Might as well. That's what this floor is for. Failure here is not only good, it's kind of mandatory. The worst that will happen is I'll laugh at Greg. Hey. Hey.
What the? Hey! Hey! Up! What the?
Hey!
Good. Number 3. Down block. Reverse back fist. 3-leg side kick. Front 45 side kick. On Yoko gear. Hey! Down block. Back fist. Side kick. Good. There. Heel. We'll work on that one. That. Do one time. Fix on the next one. I'll explain why in just a second. Hey! Down block. Back fist. Side kick. Better? Just try and pull the toes back a little more. Projecting the heel. Hunt! Down block. Back fist. Side kick. Yes. Better. What there?
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Up! What there?
Hey!
Good. Hey! Hey! Down block. Back fist. Side kick. Yeah, you got it. Good. Hunt. What there?
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Hunt. What there?
Hey!
Good. Come in. Mask of water. These guys really value even like the other price and stuff like that. It's like a 5-point minimum. I guess he go on that. I don't know if he's like partnering with companies. He's like their spokesperson.
Oh, really? Okay, so they gotta feed him.
All right, we guys are catching breath a little bit longer. Boiling everything that we do in here down, what is, to like one sentence, one few words, what are we really doing here on the floor right now? Okay? Put a pin in that one for just a second. Anybody else?
I was gonna say repetition.
Okay. Is that really different?
No, I think it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Repetition.
Anybody else?
Improvement?
Improvement, okay. Is that really different than the other three, or the other two?
Self-improvement?
Self-improvement, okay. Okay, yes. You're starting to kind of get a little more esoteric than I want to get for this particular part of the conversation, but yes. What would be a different way of saying muscle memory?
Practice.
Okay. Yeah, but not where I want to go.
Brain synaptic pathways,
I didn't hear it.
Or one word.
synapses,
I didn't hear the first
Okay.
part.
I'll give you credit for that one. That was a good one. Not the one I was looking for, but good. Yes.
What was it, sir? I didn't hear it.
Say it louder.
synapses,
Synapses. Okay, she went from muscle memory, I completely agree with, to building neural pathways, completely agree with that.
I dropped out of med school, so.
Well, sucks to be you. So I asked for one word to say that. She chose synapses. Excellent answer. Completely 100%, but not the word I was looking for. Mindset, a little more psychological than physical. So yes, we're trying to build all of those things here. That's really, you boil it all down, building mindset and the neural pathways to deal with whatever. Now, whether you look at it from a point of view of self-defense, just self-improvement, exercise, whatever, it's all the same thing, okay? To me. So you're building that mindset. One of the good things about the traditional martial arts is the Japanese phrase is bunbu rodo, which basically translates to sword and pen are the same. So the warrior arts and the scholarly arts are the same thing. What you do out there intellectually, you know, school, study, whatever, translates to on the floor. What you learn here translates out there. So, being better at karate can make you a better student, being a better student, vice versa. So along that same line, building that mindset is the ability to fail and move on. The way I read this in a book one time, was written by a special forces guy. He was doing a kind of a book on strategy, his personal strategy. And I like the way he put it. It was fail quickly. If you're going to fail, recognize it, move on. Don't dwell on it. And whatever you do, don't back up. So here on the floor, if you screw up, that's fine. Everybody screws up. The most that's going to happen is we'll chuckle because it'll bring up a memory of us having done that exact same thing. Like Hanshi always said, you cannot invent a new mistake. We've made them all. He's made them all. But you're not going to invent a new one. But if you train yourself that it's okay to screw up and then back up and repeat it, that is a not good mindset. Because when Greg finally snaps and has enough of me and comes charging over here, and I miss that first technique, if I'm used to training myself going, oh, I screwed up, let me back up and do it again, the second that I back up, he's going to win. He's going to eat my lunch. But if I miss that first one, go with it, slide around, do whatever, that's what it is. You fail quickly, move on. Recognize it for the last time.
Yes.
So drills, kata, same thing. Everybody wants to, in the beginning, mess up, let me back up and fix it. Now, fix it next time.
Yes.
Teach yourself to fix it in the future, not in the past.
Yes.
All right, left front stance, left middle guard. Hey.
Right.
Front roll back up on square one. Way too close. Where are we at? Middle inside block. Reverse uppercut, back kick. Hey. Middle inside block, uppercut. Get the uppercut. Hey. Middle inside block, uppercut, back kick. Good. Hut. Like this.
Right.
Hey. Middle inside block, other hand, uppercut, back kick. Hey. Middle inside block, uppercut, back kick. Hug. Middle inside block, uppercut, back kick. Like this.
Right.
Middle inside block, uppercut, back kick. 8. Inside block, uppercut, back kick. Up. Uppercut, back kick. Good. Like this.
Right?
Hey. Hey. Up. Like this.
Right?
Good. Going forward. Double block. Morote uki. Flail punch. Koge. Front kick. Right knee. Step forward. Hey. Double block. There you go. Keep going. Bring this one up. There we go. Reverse hand flail. There you go. Good. Front kick. Good. 8. Double block. Down block with the lead. Yes, there you go. Good. Keep going. Reverse side flail. And front kick. Excellent. 8. Double block. Flail. Front kick. Like this.
Right?
Hey. Other side. Other hand. Back hand. Rear side. There you go. Front kick. Good. Hey. Double block. Up. Like this.
Right?
Good. Stay right where you are. We're going to do this one more time, but I'm going to ask a question real quick. Anybody have even given any thought? This is more for you three, but kind of for you two as well. Why we line up this way in the beginning of class and why we kind of keep this configuration?
Right?
For us to set an example for the people back there.
Oh, went right to the answer I was looking for. Okay, what else? Yes. Any other reason?
So that when we turn around, they can maybe see us and give us feedback.
Okay, excellent. Absolutely. Those were the answers I was looking for. The other ones are just the silly answers of Japanese cultural hierarchy and all that nonsense, which is irrelevant for our conversation right now. Yes, these guys up here are for you guys to look at if you need to. So, one thing, that
That would work either way.
would work either way.
But they get to see us first.
Right. And when you turn, they can help you out. So, from an instructor standpoint, what does that tell you three? If you got a row of white belts back there who might need some help, maybe slow down a little bit.
No, I was going slower at first, and then you took us all together.
All I heard was blah, 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 blah. It's Sean Jerry's fault that I'm screwing up. That's exactly
That
what
is
I
what
heard.
I said, sir.
Okay. I don't know why you chose to say that, but okay.
I'm gonna get punished, you.
Oh, you have no earthly idea. You guys are skipping Monday again, right? Next week?
Probably so, sir.
Actually, no.
Okay.
I'll go extra slow this time.
Okay. So, again, being collapsed in on yourself, not a useful mindset, especially learning something new. Avail yourself of the opportunity to watch other people. There's no harm in that. One of the funniest things I ever saw, I was probably like a orange belt, blue belt, one of the guys that was my peer at the time, he no longer trains here. Hashi asked him a question about, I don't remember what the question was. But he's like, I was cheating, sir. He's like, why would you do that? Because if you look up in the dictionary, the definition of the word cheating, it says see strategy. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. So, under certain circumstances, there ain't nothing wrong with cheating. So cheat off other people's papers. Here you get to do that. Now, sometimes it's not a good idea when he's having a bad day, but we'll fix that. No?
This,
Alright. So, open your vision up. Open your receptors up. Coming forward. Ike. Double block. Flail. Other hand, other hand. Your other hand. There we go. Front kick. Good. Hey. Good. Up. Like that.
nice.
Hey. Hey. Up. Yep. Good. Like that.
Right.
Try that one more time. Hey. Double block. Reverse hand flail. Front kick. Good. Hey. Up. Like that.
Right.
Hey. Hey. Double block. Switch hands. There you go. Reverse hand flail. Front kick. Good. Hey. Like that.
Right.
Come here. Master water.
I realize how much first that's gonna hurt you. Someone say some wisdom. Wisdom. That was some strong wisdom, sir.
Did he not believe our walk to 7-Eleven story? Apparently not. Apparently we are going to have to do that.
No, sir. Thank you.
I did it so much it doesn't even bother me anymore. I just stand there.
I do that with the floor, with the wood floor.
You guys are doing an Owen. So when you're doing takedowns and everything, it's Owen.
Oh yeah.
It's rough on the bottom of the feet, huh?
And if you land weird on your hip or something.
Oh yeah.
The dojo where I started training with Hanchi, it was that thin commercial strip carpet on top of cement
With the concrete on
with concrete directly underneath it. Yeah.
I was started over there in the,
You learn to fall real well, real quick.
that was in Colonial, right?
No, that was Forsyth.
That was in Forsyth when I got to?
Yeah, it was a few years of me training there at Forsyth before he put that wood floor in Forsyth.
First got into the mat, catching my toes.
Toe monkey.
So, all the time.
Yep. Oh. All right, let's do this. I want you two just kind of slide over and get next to one of those poles over there in the corners. You know it's that one. Ken, you take the pole next to Greg. Greg, center of the floor. Move over next to the pole. Alright, you guys just relax. Back up. You're way too close. Back up one more. Masarai!
That's a night.
Hajime! Go ahead. What do you think? Right? What do you do right? What do you do wrong?
It's good to be sir.
Oh, you suck.
Timing was good, like it possibly, I would say maybe a little bit more certain areas. Sorry.
Okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
What'd you think? What do you do right? What do you do wrong? Give me your opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
okay.
opinion is that he had some nice fluidity. And
Okay.
I felt like his balance was recently, like his management his balance. And I was wondering if he forgot what he was supposed to do at a certain point because there was a long pause.
Out of the mouths of the white belts, you two suck. Learn a lesson.
I'll watch that.
Ah, be quiet. What do you think?
I thought his stances were good and most of his movements were pretty precise. But I felt like some of the blocks were a little light. Like more like this instead of like tighter.
For this kata, that's kind of part of the kata. FYI, I'm a fiction man for me, right? Okay. You get home sometime the next week or so, get on YouTube, Ian Abernathy, Kime. He put out a video this morning on Kime.
Kime?
Kime, K-I-M-E, Kime.
Listen,
I want you to watch that video.
listen.
Gonna go in with what they were saying. Fluidity was good. For this kata, not the entire kata is not that fluid. That's no. These are still blocked.
I was Tai Chi up here karate.
Okay. Sucking up ain't gonna help. She ain't gonna save you. All right, take Ken's spot. Ken, get out of here. Empty.
Empty.
Hajime. Good. Come in.
I needs to practice it more.
Good.
Looks good overall for the amount he knows, but needs to practice it a bit more in the punches. Remembering, at least the way I was taught, it looked like you were doing this, and it's more.
Kind of the exact opposite of what I was talking to Greg about. You need to make this kata more fluid.
I would say that he needs to add more timing into it. He put it into, especially in the beginning, because he put too much, it went too slow.
You do realize you live with him and you are dependent on your food from him, right? So I wouldn't get too nitpicky about a kata he's had for like 2 weeks.
You told him to learn
Just
to surf
saying.
from the white belt.
I didn't say be suicidal. overall strategy. Look at the entirety of the situation. Saying that to Greg is fine. You're still going to go home and eat. You get too cranky with him, he might quit feeding you. I'm just saying. So go ahead, keep going. Bury yourself.
Need more a little bit more vocal power in the beginning, and then you did start implementing it at the end. But if you don't do that fully, you will lose power, a lot of power, but then, or it also won't help you that much when trying to figure out Hawkeye.
I know somebody's walking home. Mucho más louder.
Yeah. So apparently it's not necessarily what you wanted for the college, but I appreciated how your movement had definite stopping points as a beginner. That was helpful for me to observe and remember for the future. So I appreciate your ability to accelerate and decelerate your movements precisely. I also felt like your balance was also fairly good, considering that you also had an aerial spin. So I don't know very much more than
I was also going to say the timing bit. It just felt like you were rushing ahead a little bit. You kind of got ahead of yourself with some of the movements. And then I also had a question because I had a variation of this in Shotokan. And the movement where I think you do like this, it was like a sharp movement. Is it supposed to be sharp or is it more fluid? Because in Shotokan, this movement is more fluid. So that's more of like a personal, like nitpicky kind of question that I'm very curious about.
Right.
Because
It's
I
one of
wanna-
those. That is one of those questions that my classic answer is it depends. Okay. Some of the harder styles will show bang, show that as a hard motion. I prefer it as a smooth motion because that's my bunkai for that particular point. So it really depends on how you were taught and what your personal feeling toward the application is. So for me, when I'm here, I'm gonna make this more smooth and a little more fluidy because that's just the way I like that motion.
Just kidding with you. With that, that's another thing I know. When you did that, you kind of stood up and then did this instead of type of thing. It kind of was like you were here and then you stood up like it was a movement of standing up, and that's at least correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of from here that you're doing it, and then you move it to the left.
The pattern overall,
But this foot steps out, how can you be here and the back to come?
So you don't go
Draw, but not a
You don't do it from the beginning. You kind of go up here smooth, and then you can bring this leg that you're talking about. That's you do it.
you see Michelle James, he does a little sharper on the two Marote. It works. It's all good. Pattern is good. There's some footwork that we need to detail. I don't know if it's a brain fart tonight or what's going on, but a couple of steps were off. All right, swap out with Brandon. Side pop.
Side pop.
How'd you make? Watch your ankles. Watch your ankles. Yeah, man. Move over.
Just stretching out, trying to stretch out a little more with the things, even punches, and it feels like you're kind of tight with your arms and legs, even when you're moving. So trying to do the full full movement versus just getting to the next move. I say overall, I mean, you know the pattern of it. Keep practicing it and making it flow smoothly.
Two main things. Stances could be worked on a lot, but the main thing that stuck out for me was looked like you were tense through the whole college. Trying to release the deep tense.
Yeah, there's me a problem with mine. But I don't, there's no people who have to work.
I don't know if this is good or not. That's an interesting course.
Interesting what?
There's some interesting course that I find this.
That's a bad thing. We'll just put that down.
I'll break my back.
I was gonna say you did a good job checking the directions before you moved. I think it helps the flow of the kata a little bit. That's all I have.
Okay. High speed hip hands, good thing. Watch those knees and ankles. You are not having an operation as long as I know you. You're gonna stop doing that crazy stuff with your feet. Okay?
Can I ask you,
Sure.
what was he doing with his feet that's bad?
He has a tendency to do this a lot. So something that I'm working on fixing. Yeah.
The torso movement, where does that come from?
It comes from the next thing I was going to mention, the disappearing neck syndrome, which leads to the dreaded disease ILS. You ever heard of ILS?
No.
Sir.
Imaginary lat syndrome. This is the gym guys who are, you know, like your size, but you got no lats. Put your arms down. Throughout the entire kata. Like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Okay? And then once you got into that groove, then the neck started to disappear. And then it got real bad. This kata, Sci-Fi. An upper belt kata that starts with an S. So what does that tell us? Where did it come from?
All I remember is based on the animal movements of the crane.
There you go. It came from the white crane lineage, direct from the white crane lineage. This is not a crane. Cool. Okay. And all of that craziness with being tense and everything, it allowed you to violate one of the prime Shito-ryu kata tenets. You were not on the same vertical line. You were a full square off when you ended. Swap out. No, sorry. Swap out. We'll do it that way. Go no uke.
Go okay.
Hajime. Go ahead.
Pretty darn good to me for as a white belt learning it. It looks very good to me.
Let's put a pin in that. We'll leave it alone for that.
Yeah, it looked good. Possibly you might have been tense again, but maybe for so many people are watching.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
Good.
I was wondering if he was good at thinking of Marilla, if he was doing it faster than normal, and I didn't quite see the beat that we had been practicing.
Good.
That's all.
Yeah, very good, but there's one minor thing I want to touch on. From here to here.
That's not where you do not, no, you don't go from a down block to a rising block in this kata.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You went here to here. My bad. From here to here. There. What is in, the thing is, I believe I touched upon this point what is basically putting this thing up is what's blocking the punch and coming towards you is not necessarily this, but in fact the arm. And instead, this is, and this is just the end point. Rather than
Just something, again, I hear you, but as a white belt, you're not doing double block and everything else. I hear you, but I think that might be a little too early in my opinion, because it might get confusing.
well, that's just something I don't know.
But I hear you, but I'm just saying.
Neither one of you are wrong. Let's end the teaching debate because you're both right. Okay, and nothing wrong with it. Okay, Greg I like the way Greg said it because it brings me to the point. It looked good, and it did look good. How did it sound? How did the kata sound?
Sounded good to me.
Okay,
I heard the,
okay.
no.
Okay, well, we haven't gone over that.
Quiet, maybe a little bit choppy, but I saw she was intentionally
Okay.
doing her on timing, which was good.
And you all are not wrong. Here's what I'm talking about. The entire kata. Did the kata really well. You did the kata on one breath. You did the entire kata on one breath. No. He would always say, and this came from, you know, a long line of martial arts instructors, I've heard this. One breath, one technique. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because what it would imply was if I'm fighting it, that's just as bad as one breath. But there has to be breathing. Try and make this louder. That kind of thing.
And some of them, for instance, you're breathing out with more than one, but you're breathing out sequentially.
Well, I was doing the sequential so you guys could hear it.
But
If
you
I
didn't
was doing it,
necessarily
it would be
breathe in, is what I'm
one breath with the focus on the last technique for me. Okay. Well done. Goho no uke. Hajime. Other hand, other hand. Keep going. Go. Good. Come on.
Again, just continue to work on the movement. I like that I could tell that you put your ball with you didn't go up and out, man. I don't remember. You just stood there until, which is what I did when you said you took. I took a while because I was trying to remember what to do. But the key is at least, as Yoshi has said, we didn't just start over. That can be, what he has taught me, that can be part of the kata. I took my time. There's no law that said I couldn't do that.
Looked like you might have been overthinking it, but that will go away with continuous repetition. And don't pay any attention to anyone watching, just focus on exactly what you're doing. It's time to catch you on looking away, but you did great on that. You kept your eyes forward all the time. Very well.
So all of your movements were really deliberate and they looked really like solid. The only thing is, I think when you went to go change sides, you had a correction, which is fine. But I would just say if you were gonna like go with that step, I would just go with it. And if you end up doing the same side, just do it well and then call it good. Like don't worry too much about it.
I have two things. One, I think real quick, can you try doing this so you're in the shoulder? Oh, middle outside block to middle inside. Alright. Keep it straight on. Just. Keep it the same horizontal wall. Yes.
And you are. Middle inside block does not travel on a flat horizontal plane with the fist. It's going to hook a little bit at the end. It's got to come down. It's got to settle. If you stay up, your energy's still up. So go back to doing what you were doing before. It was fine. All right, swap out with Greg. Swap out with Greg. Turn face that way. I don't know why you just decided to square off on Xi'an, but
said
you know,
turn
if you
face that way.
no, I said turn the face that way. I didn't say turn to square off and commit suicide.
I actually paid homage, sir.
Yeah, sure. Say ancient.
That's the one that,
It's the say ancient one. How'd you man? It's an easy way to illustrate my point. Don't hit the white belt. You might want to slide over. He's going to be silly here in a minute. Keep going. Better wrong strong. Keep going. Wrong and strong. Keep going. Not where I thought it would happen, but I like that one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. You're fine. Okay. Anybody? What happened and why did I do this to Greg other than the fact that payback, so you know what?
I would say that since Greg is not used to facing a
Nah, I didn't ask for an explanation. I asked for what happened, not why it happened.
He lost focus.
Okay, again, what happened, not why it happened. Well, obviously, yeah. More specific, yes, but more specifically. No Shito-ryu kata, no martial arts kata ever invented starts facing one direction and ends facing another direction. Now, let's get to why that happens. It happens to everybody. Okay? It goes back to what we were talking about earlier about this really heavy internal focus. You get used to being so wound up in what you're doing. Your brain, instead of cataloging the feeling of the kata, starts cataloging external factors. So Greg got about halfway through it. His brain glitched a little bit, which happens to everybody.
I still don't remember if I did it right. Well, I know
No,
I
you
did it
didn't.
wrong, but what I mean is, even the last part, I can't remember if that's another
Well,
part.
here's what you did. You got to the point where your brain glitched. You were doing pretty good. Your angles could use a little work, but you were doing pretty good. You got to the point where your brain glitched, and literally you did a series of moves. Your brain said, I'm facing the wrong direction. You backed up, repeated that move, that series, repeated it a third time, and that puts you on this alignment. So then you finish the kata correctly in this direction. Because what happens is your brain subconsciously starts going, okay, at this part of the kata, out of the corner of my eye, I see this pole. or I see this thing, or I see that thing.
Yes.
You need to get out so that your focus is gone. I mean,
Yes.
your focus is 100 miles away from here.
Yes.
And your body starts internalizing things. It is actually easier to do a kata you know in a strange dojo than it is in your home dojo facing a different direction.
Yes.
Because you go to a strange dojo, your brain goes, oh, I don't have any external, so then I have to remember which way to go. And it worked. Here, in your home dojo, again, you start cataloging, okay, at this point in the kata, I'm facing this direction. This kata, I'm facing here. That kind of thing. So if you start off facing a different direction, your brain will either just glitch and you'll vapor lock, which is what I used to do, or you'll kind of do what Greg did and just realign yourself until it feels better. Kind of thing. So we will play with this concept more and more. I just figured it was kind of a fun time to play with it while we were all here.
Appreciate it, sir.
I do it all the time.
Tell
I
me
do
about it.
exactly the same thing. I'm feeling okay on my right, my left. I used to go to tournaments every once in a while. Oh, there's nothing to you're facing. You can be facing in there. And I used to just guess because I was in the tournament. You know, you have to know. So when I do with the kids, blindfold. It doesn't matter where you are. You got, like you said, if you get the blindfold, then the body has the muscle memory on the angles, and then for the most part, you end up facing the right direction. For the most part.
It gets real fun when we start playing, starting at the 45-degree angle. Those are fun times. All right, Suretsu, line up. Shuto. You guys are messing up my feng shui. Lines.
Behind me and behind Greg.
There you go. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'm gonna need 8. You're gonna need 8. I'm gonna need 8.
Go ahead. All right, before we go, questions, comments, concerns? Everybody good? All right, what's the name? Go home. Move.
Good job, guys. Good job.